Hey, what's up beautiful people, it's Barkot here and welcome to the Google Ads course. And in this lesson I am going to cover how to create a Google Ads campaign like a pro. And if you didn't watch my previous lessons, I believe you can watch all of them on my YouTube channel. I started this Google Ads course so that you can know everything about the Google Ads course for a local service-based business, and I hope you will enjoy all of the course lessons. So let's get started. So if you don't know, I already covered a couple of videos on introduction of Google Ads, things you need before set up Google Ads, and third is keyword research and the correct campaign structure, fourth is landing page structure, and the fifth one is conversion tracking stuff with GTM and website call tracking metric. And this is the lesson 6, and in this lesson I am going to cover how to create Google Ads campaign like a pro. So to set up a Google Ads campaign, you will need couple of things. So one is you will have a clear understanding about the ad groups and the keywords and everything, and also you need to make sure that you have a correct landing page with a proper destination page, thank you page. Also you need to set up the conversion tracking in the Google Ads site, and if you use GTM, it depends on you. Probably you can use GTM or probably you can directly embed the code on the website, so it depends on you again. So that point I am trying to make here, you have to have your conversion tracking set up on the Google Ads site. So this is the couple of things you need before set up a Google Ads campaign. So as you know, this will be a dummy campaign, so I already have couple of things on my hand. So let's get started to set up a Google Ads campaign from scratch. So to set up a Google Ads campaign, you need to land on the Google Ads account first. So this is the dummy account I have, and I already set up this campaign and add my payment card so that I can set up a campaign to test purpose. So first thing first, after logging this account, I will probably change the previous design because I don't like this new layout. So yeah, here is the previous design, and on the conversion tab you can see I don't have any conversions because as I mentioned that it will be testing purpose. So I have not set up the conversion tracking yet on this campaign, but if you check my previous lesson 5, you will have a proper understanding about the conversion tracking. I discussed a lot about conversion tracking on the lesson 5, and I do have separate videos how to set up the conversion tracking for website and how to set up a conversion tracking for call only ad or call conversion tracking, something like this. So if you don't know how to set up all of them, I highly recommend you to watch these videos first, then watch this lesson 6. So to set up a campaign, you need to click on the plus button and just create new campaign. And as you know that this is the course for only lead generation for local businesses, so I generally use this lead options. This is the mandatory options you need to select. Then also select the search campaign type, and you will see there should be two options, one is store visit and one is website visit. So I will probably choose the website visit one, and I do have a dummy landing page template, so and I will use this landing page URL here as a website. Then you can see there are a couple of things, though I have not set up the conversion tracking on this account, so that's why Google is suggesting us to set up the conversion tracking before set up a campaign. So which I will do actually, I will click on these submit from buttons before making your first campaign. So you will not see this kind of things, you will see to which conversion actions you need to add on this campaign level. So this is the difference between a new campaign with a conversion goal and without a conversion goal. So let me recreate real quick. I just hit on the from submit and write a campaign name. I will probably use test tree campaign. So I will set up a Google Ads campaign, search campaign for a tree removal business today to show you how to set up the Google Ads campaign properly, and hit continue. And here is the most important thing. So when I set up a campaign from scratch, I don't use the Maximus conversions from start, but I use manual CPC or Maximus clicks. But I highly recommend to use the manual CPC, because when you use the manual CPC bidding, you will have the proper understanding which keyword you want to feed higher or for which keyword you don't want to feed higher. So something like this, So I will explain everything about the manual CPC later on. So let's select a manual CPC. I believe you will not see any manual CPC here. So what I typically do, I just select the clicks and maximum cost button, let's say 10 for now, and hit next. And I will exclude all of them, just the search network, nothing else. And I will select these ones, so don't select present or interest, always select the presence one. And let's say my client is from Dallas. So again, this is not the real client, so this is for testing purpose, and I am just showing how to set up the Google Ads campaign. So that's it. And I will add couple of cities more, Allen, Texas as well, and probably Houston, Texas. Let's select these 3 at a time and hit save and hit next. And I will hit skip. So yeah, here is the most important things. Group number 1, add group number 1. So I do have couple of keywords. Right now I will create tree trimming ad group. So let me copy these one and paste it here, tree trimming. And I have the tree trimming one and I need the keyword. So in the keyword sections, I usually use phrase and exact match both, so that I can cover all of these keywords actually, relevant search. So what I will do actually, I will remove all of this keyword which Google suggests, and I will select all of my keyword from my list, and I will copy and paste into a new tool. It's called AdWord Wrapper, adwordswrapper.com, and I will paste all of this here and wrap keywords. And here you can see phrase and exact match versions. So I will copy phrase and exact match versions keywords from here, from AdWord Wrapper, and go to the keyword, Google Ad campaign, and just hit paste. And you see I just copy and paste all of the keywords from my sheet using AdWord Wrapper. You can see here all of the keywords are phrase and exact match both. So you can see I already copy and paste all of the keywords from AdWord Wrapper, from my tool, and here all of the keywords are phrase and exact match. And on the ad copy, so here's the trick. So how I typically approach the ad copy. So on this ad copy, this is responsive search ad. On the responsive search ad, if I am not wrong, here 15 headlines and 4 descriptions. So I always pin the headlines first thing, and second is when I write the ad copy, so I always try to break down into 3 pieces. One is keyword focused. I always pin the headline on the number 1 positions, it's keyword focused. And second is on the number 2 positions, I try to use some offer, any types of offering from my client, or any types of value prop, like why should people choose us kind of things. I try to add these kind of things on the number 2 positions. And number 3, I always try to add the call to action. So any types of call to action, like it would be like free consultations or something like this, any types of things I try to add on the position 3. So this is the 3 step I follow to write a ad copy, especially for the responsive searches. So let's do it together. So though it's a tree trimming, so I will probably use tree trimming. Let me write here tree trimming, or if I can add here tree trimming. And to get the idea, which I do actually, so I just click on the more ideas, and you will see this is the all keywords Google is suggesting us. Like this is the keywords I already added on the campaign as a keyword. So when I mouse over this one, so you will see the exact searches. So probably I will pick some keyword from here for headline 1. So I will probably say best tree trimming company, and I will pin this on the headline 1. And headline 2, I use ChatGPT to write some ad copy, because this is not my actual client. So I try to use some ad copy using the ChatGPT. So here you can see there are a couple of ad copies on my sheet. So I will try to copy, let's say 25% off any tree trimming. Yeah, it's a good headline, it's an offer. So always ask your clients if they have any types of offer or any types of promotion kind of things, you can promote on these discounts or any promotions on the ad copy. And this is how I approach the ad copy. And let me copy one more thing. Let's say book your free tree estimate, or maybe free tree estimate. So it's a good headline. So let me copy and paste here. So headline 3. So first step is done. I chose 3 headlines. One is position 1, position 2, and position 3. Then I will just pick randomly 1, 2, and 3. So on here I will probably pick let's say residential tree trimming companies. Let me see if I can edit. I will probably pick the number 1, residential tree trimmers instead of tree trimming, or maybe tree trimming is fine, or maybe tree trimming is fine, no problem. And it should be position 1. And let me see if I can find out more here. Certified, this is a good headline for number 2, because we are certified, something like that. Oh no, it's not possible, it's more than 35 characters. So I don't trimming and cutting specialist, if I can use this one or not. Let me see. Yeah, it's fine. And I will probably choose so you can see it's mixed opinion. You can use this number 1 and number 2. So probably I will use on the number 2, because it's a kind of specialist, like we are the specialist or something like this. So yeah, that's why I'm just using a number 3. And a couple of thing. So free same day estimate. So I can use this headline on the number 2 and number 3, but for now I will use on the number 3 because it's a kind of value prop or call to action, because it's a kind of free same day free estimate. So you can use this on number 2 and number 3. So probably I will use this on the number 2 for now and see how it goes, and probably we can see. And serving this one, it's a good headline, the city and the region. So I will probably use this one. So if your clients serve couple of areas, so you can't use this because you can't mention multiple city names under one headline. But if you just client serve only one area, let's say my client is serve only just Dallas, kind of thing. So if I use Dallas, so I can write serving Dallas with excellence. Or if you break down the campaign based on the geo, the city specific, you can use this headline. So it depends on you, like how you break down the campaign and how you break down the ad groups. But for now I will use this like serving Dallas with excellence. So I will use this on the number 2, and I need couple of number 1 positions. Let's see how local tree trimming services, I can use this one or not, I'm not sure. Let me see. Local tree trimming services, I can use this one and make sure that it looks nice, and I can use this on number 1 positions, no doubt about it. So you can see it's a poor because we are just pinning headline, that's why affordable tree trimming services. Or let me see if I can find out some here. Shape your tree perfectly, it's a good keyword, it's a good headline, sorry. I can use this on number 2 positions, no doubt about it. And see, trusted tree surgeons, I can use this one, trusted tree surgeons on the number 2. And let's affordable tree trimming nearby, yeah, it's a good headline. And I will, instead of nearby, I will use nearby. Instead of near me, I will use nearby. Maybe I will use this, remove this one, and I will just use this on number 1 for sure. And I need couple of for position 3, book your free tree estimate, and it's a good line. And I will pick this on position 3, pin this position 3. And what next? Beautify your landscape, yeah, I can use this one, it's a good one. Beautify your landscape, it's a good headline. And popular headlines, they are saying. So I can do one thing. So if I see that after adding couple of keywords, Google average, ad distance is average and it's not covering all of the keywords, so what I do actually typically, so I just use a dynamic keyword insertion. So if you don't know what is dynamic keyword insertion is, if I use the dynamic keyword insertion, which keywords people searches, based on our keywords, on the search keywords, Google will automatically replace the the headline 1, or the any headlines. If we pin the headlines 1, so it will replace the headline 1. But if you don't pin the headline 1, so Google will just replace any of the headlines based on the searches. So this is how dynamic keyword insertion works. So I will see when I just use dynamic keyword insertion, see all are green and addition is good. So as a default text, I will use best tree trimmers as a title case and hit apply. I will pin this on the headline 1 and add one more 3, headline 3, free estimate available. I already added it, so I can use like call now for free estimate kind of things. Let's pin this on 3. So all done, you can see it looks nice. Google will not randomly pick any of them, but since we pinned all of the headlines, Google should follow our instructions here. So we just combined all of these, number 1, number 2 and number 3. So here is the thing, don't write ad copy for machine or for Google or for AI. Just write ad copy for the people's, for the visitors who will see your ad. So this is the most important thing. So every time we just create the headlines and we don't pin, actually we just let it run, and Google will show randomly. Sometimes it's, let's say you are using couple of line here like free tree estimate, and on here actually you just write call for free estimate, something like this. Google will show both at a time. I know that it will not happen every time, but sometimes it happens. So which affects your CTR as well, click-through rate. So that's why I always pin the headlines first thing, and second thing is I always try to approach my ad copy based on the three rules. One is keyword focus, second is value prep or any types of offers if my client provides, and third is any types of call to actions, whether it's a book a call or whether it's call now for free stream or something like this. I try to use these on number 3 positions. And let's add 4 descriptions as well. So again, on my sheet I just wrote down everything using ChatGPT. So I will copy and paste from here. So let's say this one, it's a good headline, and again I just pin the headline position for position 1 and position 2 both. So I will remove this one and see enhance your property with expert tree trimming and cutting services, call today, something like this, and I will pin on 1 because these descriptions contain tree trimming word, because this is our tree trimming ad group and these descriptions just contain tree trimming. So I just use this one on headline 1. I just pin this one for description 1. But before adding this, what I will do, see, I will use the title case. So let me use case converter. So using case converter, I just rewrite this headline, descriptions, and all our title case right now, and I just paste here. Enhance your property with expert tree trimming and cutting services, call today. It's a good headline. And let's pick one more headline. So again, this is not my real line, so that's why I'm just trying to copy and paste from my sheet. I wrote all of them using the ChatGPT, but once you have the content of your landing page, you can just copy and paste all the landing page and just go to ChatGPT and just ask ChatGPT to write 15 or 14 headlines and 4 descriptions. But this is not finished yet, so you need to rewrite this again, because sometimes ChatGPT write weirds. You need to make sure that you are writing the headlines and descriptions on behalf of client, and always review all of the headlines and descriptions with your clients. Once you have ready in your Excel sheet, hop on a client or send it to your client, so the client have a great idea and clear idea of what's going on and what types of headlines and descriptions you are running to promote his business eventually, because this is his business, this is not your business. So he knows very well, better than you actually, like how people approach in that industry. So I always try to review all of my ad copy and descriptions with my clients. So let me copy one more descriptions from here. Let me find out one thing. See, this is a good headline, so this is a good descriptions as well. So let's see, facing a tree related emergency, our team provides fast and reliable services. I will remove this one and I'll just copy and paste and go to the case converter, and capital case also be title case, no doubt about it. And I will here, yeah, I think it's good, and I will pin this on the number 2 positions. So descriptions 2 are done, and I need 2 more descriptions to fulfill the right copy. So to fulfill the all responsive sorted, I am not saying that they are the best. I mean, ChatGPT wrote best, because for this training purpose I am just using ChatGPT. Again, I am saying this, but yeah, you need to review that copy and description with your clients for sure, no doubt about it. And probably I will use this one, see it fits or not. No, it's not fixed. Visualize the advance. I'll not use this one, but probably I will use this one. So let's say my client just provide services in one city, let's say for Dallas. So I will just add Dallas here. Probably in Dallas need tree removal, something like this. Or if you just break down the campaign based on the city based, you can use the city name here on the descriptions, so that you can pin the headline on the position 1. So it makes these headlines or this ad copy, it's makes very relevant to the ad or to the visitors, so that people can easily click on your ad and just land on landing page. But if you are targeting multiple locations on the same campaign, and you are not break down the campaign based on the cities your clients are, so I will never put the city name here, because let's say if you're just serving, or if you're just adding a couple of cities under one campaign, and you are not using any types of city based campaigns, I will probably not use the city name under this descriptions or any headlines, because it can harm your CTR. So probably just make sure that you are aware of this. So for now, I mean for this video, I will use the Dallas one. So in Dallas need tree removal, trust or local space from reliable services, and I will use these using title case. Instead of tree removal, I will use tree trimming so that I can use it on number 1 actually. Position 1. So in Dallas need tree trimming. Okay, I already mentioned the locations and the tree trimming because it's a tree trimming ad group. And second line is trust our local expert for prompt and reliable services. That's it. And it should be position 1. And let me find out one more for position 2. Probably this one I will choose. Professional tree removal services. So I will use case converter to change the sentence case, and let's copy and paste here. So professional tree removal services, I will remove professional tree, let's say professional tree trimmers. Yeah, so my ad copy is done, and I can save the ad right now and hit next. So on the next lesson I will cover about the all extensions. Right now Google is renamed it under assets, so I will cover all assets, site links, image extensions, call out, call extensions, everything on the next lesson. So please watch the next lessons. So for now I will hit next. And so here the main important thing, the budget. So I know that when you onboard a client, you will have onboarding list and you have everything on the onboarding list, and make sure that you are using the correct budget here. Let's say your client's monthly budget is $1,500 or £1,500, whatever, and you need to make sure that you are using not more than 50 a day, $50 or £50 a day. Or if your client don't provide service on the weekend, that means you are not running ad on the weekend. So try to make sure that you use all of this budget on monthly basis. Let's say $1,500, and make sure that you are spending the $1,500 on monthly basis, because every dollar you spend, there is a chance to get a client from the Google Ads. So just make sure that you are spending your client's budget. So I will put it just 50 for now and hit next. And I know that Google will show me an error or something because I need to add some site links and everything, because this is a new account. I don't have any site links, I don't have any any types of extensions here. So I believe that Google will show me something like error or something. But no problem, I will show you everything on the next lesson, how to set up all of this so that your ad score should be good. So just publish the campaign, and this campaign will be published in few seconds, I believe. Yeah, so campaign is published. So one thing you need to make sure that as I discussed before, that we will use the manual CPC for this campaign. So I will change the width for now. Select the campaign and go to the settings, and from here, from bidding, I will change the bidding for now and click on these select bid history directly, not recommended. Google is not recommended to change the width to the manual CPC, but we will. Trust me, I am running couple of campaigns for my clients using manual CPC. Still it works fine. I am not facing any types of things, any types of issues or any types of conversion actions issues if I use the manual CPC. So yeah, you can trust on me. Just click on these and see the manual CPC. And here's the thing, I don't use the enhanced CPC one, because if you select this one, there is a high chance Google can charge you more, which amount you are bidding for keywords. So I don't use the enhanced CPC for any of my clients. So try to not use this enhanced CPC to save your budget. So I believe if you don't use it, so you can save lots of budget. So hit save, and then one thing you need to do, you need to go to the keywords. So before going to the keyword, I will select this ad group and I will add a default CPC for the ad group. So let me refresh this page real quick. On the ad group level, I will add a CPC, let's say 10 or something, and I will hit save. And on the keyword level, once you add a CPC on the ad group level, it will cover all of the keywords, keyword CPC. So once you have set up your campaigns properly and you run your campaign next couple of days, Google will give you a clear options for which keywords you need to bid high or you don't need to bid high, something like this, right? So after a couple of days, you will have a proper understanding for which keyword you need to bid higher to rank your ad on the first positions or maybe first page, something like this. So I think you need to wait next couple of days. So here we all done. I just set up one ad group, and I think you have a great idea so how to set up the ad groups and campaigns, everything from scratch. And I do have couple of ad groups, so I don't want to set up this right now because I believe you have the idea how to set up this one properly. So I think I don't need to set up all of these ad groups to show you how to set up. As I mentioned that this is not my real client, so yeah, this is for testing purpose. So I'm just showing you how to set up this campaign from scratch. So this is the thing I follow when I set up a campaign from scratch. So except this, trust me, I don't follow anything else. So that's all for now, and in the next lesson I will cover all of the extensions and everything. So till then, have a great day. Bye bye. I will see you in the next lesson.